Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel to stimulus package and stimulus check update. Day's September the 8th and day's the big day. So this video ain't about the big day. I'll have a video later for that. You know, everybody's waiting for them to come back and see if they're going to pass it and stuff. But I'll have a video later for that. This video is about Trump is talking about sending the second stimulus check with COVID-19 relief funds. So I'm going to read a little of this to you, then we'll explain it. Now, okay, his remarks, the stimulus package. During remarks Friday at the White House, Trump said Congress should redirect and unused coronavirus relief funds to fund second stimulus checks for the American people. Now, we have $300 billion in an account that we didn't use. $300 billion, Trump said. Now, we are willing to use that. I would be willing to release it subject to Congress and use that as stimulus money, and it would go right to the American people. Now, according to, Trump may be referring to money for small businesses loans as part of the CARES Act $2.2 trillion stimulus package that Congress approved in March. Now, Congress appreciated $500 billion of that amount, which was $454 billion was to cover losses and lending programs of that funding. $259 billion remains uncommitted. Now again, we have $300 billion ready to go. Now Trump said all Congress has to do is say yes, let's use it. Now, if they say yes, let's use it, I'd like to use it without their permission, but I guess I'm not allowed to do that. Now, I did ask that question, so Congress has to just say use it. All they have to do, say use it. $300 billion gets immediately put into your system and will really help the American people. There's nothing else to do, just a very quick statement. That's true. Now, Democrats and Republicans in Congress have agreed in principle on a $1,200 stimulus check. Now, for individuals and $2,400 check for married couple joint filers, which is the same amount as the first stimulus check. Now, however, Republicans want $500 for dependents, while Democrats called for $1,200 for each dependent, with a maximum of 3 dependents after an impasse on a border stimulus package. Congress has not approved a second stimulus check since leaving for summer recess in mid-August. Now let me say something real quick, guys. They don't care about us. They went on recess and left us hanging. Right? They did. They don't care about us. They're rich, they got the power, they got the money, they got the say-so, and left the American people hanging, knowing that the American people is hurting, without jobs, without food, no electricity, no water, no nothing. Think about that come November, guys, I swear. Think about it. This is true. Think about it, please. We gotta have they're scumbags. I say it just like it is, they're scumbags. Come November, we got to put them out of office. Now the Senate is back in session tomorrow, which is today. Now, what's the latest update on the stimulus Senate? Republicans may propose a new skinny stimulus bill as early as this week. Now the new stimulus legislation could be approximately $500 billion. Now, which is roughly half the size of the HILS Act, which Senate Republicans proposed earlier this summer. This new stimulus bill could include several areas where there may be bipartisan support to policy topics, but not necessarily on funding amounts. Now, let's go over this. $300 weekly unemployment benefits, $105 billion in school funding, $250 billion in funding for the Payment Protection Program (PPP), $10 billion grant to U.S. Postal Service. Now, however, the new stimulus bill is not expected to include any stimulus checks. However, now, wait just a minute. However, it's possible after Trump's remarks that Republicans could alter the proposed legislation to include a second round of checks. Will this new legislation pass? My opinion, yes it will. It's unlikely. While more Senate Republicans would support a smaller legislative proposal, now Democrats want a larger bill. Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer are likely unwilling to agree on an even smaller bill than the HEALS Act, which a $1 trillion was demand to small Democrats initially proposed a $3 trillion stimulus package, the HEROES Act. Although Pelosi said Democrats would be willing to agree to a $2.2 trillion bill. The Speaker has refused to sit down and negotiate unless we agree to something like a $2.5 trillion deal in advance. Treasury Secretary Stephen Mnuchin said on Fox, "Let's do a more targeted bill now, and if we need to do more in 30 days, we'll continue to do more." That's correct. Don't worry about all of it now. Just get the checks out to the people. You do the most important things first. That's help the American people. Don't worry about all this other stuff. Do it later. Help the people now. The American people need this now. Don't wait. Don't wait, Washington. Do it now. We need it now. Not later. Now. But anyways, the Democrats want a $1 trillion in the funding for state and local governments, $600 weekly unemployment benefits, and $60 billion for food insecurity, among other initiatives. Now, related resources as payroll tax cut starts today. Pelosi, we are not budging on stimulus, $2.2 trillion or nothing, she said. While Biden's, well, we won't get into that. That's not important right at the moment. That's all. That's all I'm going to talk about, guys, on that. You know, the thing of it is, let's hope today, I'm going to have another video like this, but let's hope today they go ahead and pass this and have the stimulus checks will be in, because that's what they're wanting to do. They need to help the American people now. That's all right. If they pass it, it'll probably be close. They pass it now, you can look, I think you can look further around the 21st, give or take. I'll update on that later, but I think it's somewhere around that area. But we've got to get these people out of office, guys. I know they're doing this right now to keep their jobs, make things look good. Apparently Nancy Pelosi, I think she's retired, and that's why she don't care. Mitch McConnell, no, he's all for it now. But what, 2 weeks ago or a week ago, he was just went home, said he don't care, don't worry about it. He's got to go. Nancy Pelosi's got to go. Donald Trump's got to go. I mean, let's just do the right thing, guys, from November. Some agree with me, some won't. That's fine. Everybody's got their own opinion. That's what matters. But anyways, guys, I'll have an update later today because I'm thinking there's going to be some big news coming out later. This is a big day, so let's see what happens. Remember, guys, hit that subscribe button. Give me a big thumbs up. I love you guys. And until next time, Peace out.